Can the Wetek Play from Wetek.com be a contender to the Android device market? Now let's find out in this review. Make your TV smarter with Wetek Play from Wetek.com. Introducing Wetek Play, a device that is official sponsor for Kodi.tv. Now with the Android OS and the ability to hook up a DVB tuner, this device is intended to be the center of entertainment. But before we get into that, now let's talk specs of the Wetek Play. Now inside this black box has a AM Logic 8726 MX dual core 1.5 GHz and a Mali-EV MP400 dual core GPU, and to support that is a 1 GB DDR3 RAM and a storage space of a 4 GB. While the specs isn't something to boast about, the optimization to the OS is very much needed, but we'll find out later on this video. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the ports on the Wetek Play. Now onto the right side of the device, you have one USB port and a micro SD slot. Now onto the back of the device, you will find two LBN hookups for your satellite dish, which unfortunately I cannot test because I don't own one. Next to that is two USB ports. That's a total of 3 USB ports that you can plug a mic, a webcam, or even keyboard. And now next to that is audio and video outputs for older TVs, an HDMI port, optical audio port for your stereo system, and a modular tuner port, which is very optional. Now let's take a closer look on the build quality of the Wetek Play. The rectangle shaped box on the Wetek Play is mostly plastic from the bottom to the top of the device, with the rounded shaped corners makes this device seamless around the device. I gotta say though, this is the thickest device that I have reviewed, and it's clocking at 2 inches tall, which has given a better airflow to the Wetek Play from the bottom. As many slits that is made to the bottom, ventilation is no problem. Now here's what a Wetek Play remote looks like. If you're thinking it's a small remote, well, you're right about that. The main feature about this remote is the ability to use air mouse on screen while waving the remote control around. Now it does take 2 AAA batteries to make this remote function. Now this is my hands on the remote of the Wetek Play. The shape of the remote is like a boat. A flat top and it curves at the bottom, but there's a cutout to where your finger can be placed at. The buttons on the remote is very close to each other and has a tight feel to it, but is almost flush to the remote. Now the back of the remote has a feature almost like a trigger on a gaming control remote, which enables the air mouse capability with a press. But sadly, the remote doesn't act as a OK enter button because it disables it once you press it. So you're going to rely on the main OK enter button on the middle of the controller. As you can see, the remote is a bit hard to hold with my hands, and my hands the size of my hands is average, so the remote is a bit on the small side. Get full control of your box with the WeControl app, now available on the Google Play Store. Now once you turn on the device, you are greeted with the Wetek Play logo, and that goes on for a little bit, and then you are presented of their Wetek home screen, which has a different look to any other device that I have reviewed in the past. Now Wetek has kept it very simple, and the interface is user friendly, but with very little customization. Now let's take a look at their Wetek settings. Do keep in mind that we are running a KitKat version of Android 4.4.2 of the Wetek Play, but other OS can be installed like OpenELEC and even the new Android TV, which is based on a custom Lollipop ROM. You could install that. I do apologize for the off-screen recording. Let's look at what apps comes pre-installed on the Wetek Play. You got Aptoide, Miracast, WeCloud, Wetek TV, Kodi, and XBMC, and many more. Now, unfortunately, I won't be able to show you DVB channels because I do not own or have a satellite dish. Instead, we can show you internet TV channels. But sadly, with this recording, it did not give me any live TV feed, so I do apologize for that. Now, what I found different on the Wetek Play is the YouTube app that comes pre-installed. It has a different layout and it gives that media center look, kind of like the Android TV OS. Now, it's impressive that the Wetek Play with just 1GB DDR3 RAM can powerhouse something like this and with no lag at all. Now, let's go ahead and choose a video to play. Now, the video stream should be 1080p, and the video looks crisp and has vivid colors to what I see right now. And the interface of the YouTube app while the video is playing is very simple. Now, let's take a look at the Kodi app on the Wetek Play, which will be one of your main apps to use on this device. Now, I forgot to mention that the Wetek OS is a custom ROM, and it runs Super SU. Upon opening the Kodi app, you will see indication of things being granted, but don't worry about that. As you can see already that the Kodi app is fast and fluid, and the version of Kodi is 14.1. Now here's a look at the metadata, which is the fan art and movie posters and information that is being collected in the background. As you can see, it shows up quickly, and unless you're scrolling fast, then it takes about a second or two to come back. Now let's go ahead and choose one of these trailers to play, and let's go ahead and choose this one. Keep in mind that I am running Wi-Fi internet on the Wetek Play. It gave us about buffering about 5 to 10 seconds in the beginning. After that, it was cake all the way. I'm going to let the video play for a bit before I do my normal tests. Now I'm going to go ahead and skip forward and backwards and really stress the Wetek Play out. Only a couple of seconds wait and it starts playing again in full 1080p online streaming, so the Wetek Play can handle it. Now for more proof, I'm going to use a different add-on to produce different resolution with online streaming. First, we have a 720p video that is played through the Vimeo add-on, and the video right now is running 720p with AAC 2.0 audio. Now I'm going to go ahead and choose a different video to show you a 1080p with AAC 2.0 audio as well. Now as you can see, the video loads up pretty quickly just due to Wi-Fi, but imagine it with Ethernet cord. And the video quality is superb as well. I do apologize I didn't run a test on a 4K online video streaming due to the Big Bucks Bunny add-on was running a bit slow. Now my final verdict on the Wetek Play from Wetek.com is the good price and the build quality of the Wetek Play device. And you can install different OS, you can do OpenELEC or a custom ROM on it. And the membership services is always a plus. Now my cons for this the Wetek Play device is the remote is way too small. I love the fact that they added the gyro remote air mouse control, but the feel of it is just way too small and the buttons are too flat. What I did like is their Wetek home screen UI for the Wetek Play. It's very easily to understand and anybody else can use it. Now if I were to rate the Wetek Play, I would give it a 7.5 because I really wish they'd go with a 2GB DDR3 RAM and a higher CPU. Now for more information on the Wetek Play device that I have reviewed, visit Wetek.com. And also don't forget to add XBM Connect to all your social media.